Nvidia is leading the AI revolution, with the company's stock recently breaking an all-time high. The company has strong earnings, cutting-edge products, and a great pipeline for future growth. So in this video, I'm going to give you 10 reasons why Nvidia stock could be a great long-term buy. Number 1, the tech industry. Nvidia continues to grow, surpassing the 3 trillion mark on June the 18th, 2024, before dipping just below 3 trillion at the end of August 24. Nvidia is now the second largest listed US company based on market capitalization, behind just Apple. In the middle of 2023, Nvidia passed the 1 trillion mark and was more valuable than Amazon and Alphabet, Google's parent company. However, the rise of Nvidia took some time. The tech sector faced a rough 2022. It started to rebound in 2023 despite some tech layoffs. As I'm sure you're aware, the Nasdaq index is heavy in tech stocks and finished 2023 up by 43%. The rise of generative AI led to a tech bull market where Nvidia's share price surged. The top tier group of tech stocks is known as the Magnificent Seven and includes Alphabet, Amazon, Apple, Meta, Microsoft, Nvidia, and Tesla. The Magnificent Seven company stocks were up an average of 111% in 2023. Meanwhile, Nvidia was up 239% in the same period. Nvidia's chips power supercomputers because of the large amounts of data needed for this advanced technology. Supercomputing technology is used by companies such as Meta for its AI research supercluster computer in order to train complex AI models. Tesla is also starting to build an AI-focused supercomputer for its own electric vehicles. With no signs for this demand for generative AI slowing down, Nvidia is poised to grow as each new system is adopted. According to Bloomberg, the AI industry is expected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 42% in the next 10 years. This huge demand for generative AI products could make the overall market worth 1.3 trillion by 2032. Nvidia's A100 GPU chips are also used in training the model for ChatGPT. Companies such as OpenAI that use large amounts of data for training large language models evolve quickly and need more and more computing power to develop. Nvidia has also played a role in the metaverse and the virtual and augmented reality landscape with its own Omniverse platform. Nvidia offers 3D modeling programs to help stream extended reality content efficiently. So as the metaverse evolves, so does the demand for Nvidia chips to run the metaverse. And many companies are now turning to extended reality to create virtual environments for training programs. The gaming world is also a large customer of Nvidia's graphics division. Video games need stronger cards to run the high-res images, especially as more games move to the cloud and away from the physical console. Nvidia's gaming GPUs, such as the GeForce RTX 4070, help power video games at a higher res and quicker speed. The demand for GPUs will only grow as these systems train and evolve with more data, and Nvidia is positioned as the market leader to benefit from this large industry demand. Number 2, financial data. Nvidia's financial data looks very good. The advent of generative AI early last year and the resulting rapid adoption has been a huge boost to Nvidia's bottom line. For fiscal 2024, revenue of 60 billion surged 126% year-on-year. This brought with it a flood of increasing profitability, as diluted earnings per share increased a whopping 586% to $11.93. That trend continued into the current financial year. For fiscal 2025 Q1, Nvidia reported revenue of 26 billion, which is a growth of 262% year-over-year, while EPS surged 629% to reach $5.98. And this growth continued into Q2, with Nvidia recently reporting in August revenue of 30 billion, beating the analyst forecast by 1.3 billion. Financially, Nvidia is reporting tremendous growth, with revenue increasing year-on-year. And this key data alone is a huge reason to invest in Nvidia for the long term. Number 3, fundamental metrics. Looking more closely at the financial data, we can see Nvidia reporting strong fundamentals. For example, Nvidia's forward price-to-earning ratio is currently 41.1, which is slightly below the 5-year average and almost double the S&P 500. And you can see this has fluctuated over the last few years, but since mid-2023 has been rising steadily due to the rise of AI. The earnings per share data is also positive. So for the current financial year, 2025, the current estimate is that it will deliver earnings per share of $2.84. EPS growth estimates over the next 5 years are also positive, with current Wall Street analysts reporting a growth estimate of 52%. Nvidia's dividend yield is currently 10 cents per share, an increase from 4 cents in June 2024. Although this is a large 150% increase, don't expect this to increase frequently. As I'm sure you're aware, when companies are in a large growth phase, profits get funneled back into R&D in an effort to maintain growth. So, excluding dividend yield, no matter which fundamental data point you look at, they all point to future growth, which is exactly what you want to see as a potential long-term investor. Based on all this data, 90% of analysts indicate Nvidia is a buy. Number 4, data center market. At the Nvidia GPU Tech Conference in March 2024, CEO Jensen Huang estimated annual spending on data center infrastructure at about $250 billion. Over the next decade, this could total between $1 trillion and $2 trillion, depending on how long this level of investment continues. During the same Q&A session, Bank of America's Vivek Arya echoed this estimate, suggesting the total addressable market would fall into the 1 to 2 trillion range, particularly as countries invest in their own AI infrastructure. By the end of the decade, spending could be at the high end of that range. Of course, Nvidia won't dominate the entire 2 trillion opportunity, as it faces competition from companies like AMD and internally developed AI accelerators from Google, Amazon, and even Apple. Some analysts believe Nvidia's data center market share will be over $950 billion by 2029, which is estimated to be less than half of the total market. However, this is still enough to make it the market leader. Number 5, competitive advantage. The primary catalyst behind Nvidia's rapid business growth is incredibly strong demand for its chips and related products that accelerate the processing of artificial intelligence workloads inside data centers. GPUs have emerged as the best type of general chips for this purpose, and Nvidia is the leading maker of discrete GPUs. Discrete means the GPUs are distinct chips, as opposed to being integrated with the traditional CPU chip. Estimates vary, but it's widely projected that Nvidia has a roughly 90% share of the data center AI GPU chip market and about 80% share of the entire data center AI chip market. The latter includes the custom AI processing chips that some of the larger tech companies have developed. Nvidia's key advantage over its competitors like AMD is the full stack and system scale integration abilities provided by its GPUs. These allow for greater chip-to-chip bandwidth interconnect across a larger domain. However, Nvidia is not a one-trick pony. The company targets 4 large and growing markets, including gaming, professional visualization, data centers, and automotive. Nvidia's products have the potential to lead and disrupt some of the most exciting areas of computing, including data center acceleration, AI, machine learning, and autonomous driving. Clearly, Nvidia currently has a competitive advantage, and this is another reason to consider buying the stock. Number 6, leadership team. Every successful company needs an effective management team to deliver the goods to market. In order to evaluate the management team, it's important to consider their business experience, qualifications, and track record in similar positions. A sure way to know if the owners and directors are committed to the company is to see if they're large shareholders. If they are, it shows they have a financial interest in the company and should be motivated to deliver growth to the business. CEO Jensen Huang currently holds 3.5% of the Nvidia stock, which confirms his belief in the company. His small holding is currently valued at a cool $123 billion. Now, Jensen Huang co-founded Nvidia Corporation in April 1993 and has been its CEO and president since inception. Under his leadership, Nvidia has become the world leader in programmable graphics processing technologies and one of the semiconductor industry's largest fabless companies. Jensen holds a master's in electrical engineering from Stanford University and a bachelor's in engineering from Oregon State University. The wider leadership team have an average tenure of 15.8 years, with an average age of 61. Clearly, this group are all seasoned and highly capable individuals. Typically at the C-suite level, most are shareholders, with this benefit making up part of their total compensation package. As an investor, looking at this leadership team, you should have confidence in the company's long-term prospects. Number 7, technical analysis. And the impact of an effective leadership team can be seen on the price chart. Over the last 20 years, Nvidia has been on a long-term bull run with some interesting pullbacks along the way. From August 2004, Nvidia grew by over 1,000% to the peak in October 2007 before having a major correction, corresponding to the wider market sell-off due to the GFC. From the low in November 2008, Nvidia went on a huge 10-year bull run, increasing by almost 5,000%. After this peak, Nvidia had a bearish 3 months, quickly losing 50% of its value into the low of December in 2018. Following this low, the stock went on another 3-year bull run, increasing by over 1,000%, taking the price to a new all-time high of $34 in November 2021. Once again, price corrected over the next 12 months, falling by around 67% into the low of $10.81 in October 2022. And this brings us to the most recent bullish uptrend, which started from the low in October 2022 and is still technically active, reaching a new all-time high in October 2024 at the 142 price level. With price recently breaking a new all-time high, it may pull back to test supports at these new higher levels. If it does find support and price moves back up, this could offer a great entry opportunity for long-term investors. What is clear from the monthly chart, Nvidia is in a long-term uptrend, which is another reason to buy the stock. Based on the current long-term trend line, investors could get a great return over the next 5 years, with price projected to reach around $400 by 2030. Number 8, partnerships. Nvidia currently has partnership agreements with many of the big tech firms due to its cutting-edge graphics chips. Bloomberg data estimates that Microsoft makes up 15% of Nvidia's revenue, followed by Meta Platforms at 13%, Amazon at 6%, and Alphabet at around 6% also. Collaborations ensure that Nvidia's technology remains the default choice for AI workloads across various cloud environments, creating a virtuous cycle of adoption and innovation. More recently, Nvidia just unveiled a new partnership with Lenovo. The Lenovo Hybrid AI Advantage with Nvidia is a full-stack platform for building and deploying AI capabilities across the enterprise level. This system is a combination of the Neptune server and Blackwell chip technology designed to drive speed, innovation, and productivity. Number 9, institutional investing. Over the last 12 months, $275 billion was invested into Nvidia by institutions. Meanwhile, only $10.5 billion was sold. This suggests the big firms are confident in Nvidia's potential growth prospects. Currently, institutions hold 65% of Nvidia's total shares, with some of the biggest positions taken by the Vanguard Group, BlackRock, and FMR, holding 8.6%, 7.4%, and 4.6% respectively. When the big money is flowing in, this is a good sign a company is on the up. Number 10, future plans. Future plans look great for Nvidia. CEO Huang, speaking at the eve of Taiwan's electronics showcase event, Computex 2024, said that Nvidia will roll out Blackwell Ultra chips in 2025 and a new Rubin platform in 2026. On the fiscal Q1 2025 earnings call on May 22nd, Huang said Nvidia would design new chips annually. The chip giant has traditionally produced new platforms every 2 years. For example, Nvidia made Ampere in 2020, Hopper in 2022, and Blackwell in 2024. Huang stressed that companies across a wide range of industries that don't embrace AI will be left behind. Only via AI chips can companies control the computation inflation of ever-expanding data needs. Sovereign AI is another developing revenue channel for Nvidia. Sovereign AI refers to a country's ability to generate AI through its own infrastructure and resources. It's particularly valuable because it means a nation can preserve and harness the strengths of its culture, traditions, language, and more. This new area represented zero revenue for Nvidia last year, but this year it's already on its way to delivering revenue in the low double-digit billions. Examples of Nvidia's work in this area include projects to build supercomputers with Japan and Italy, and even a project with a French company to build Europe's biggest supercomputer. Nvidia has spoken about the importance of sovereign AI as the movement began, and it's clear the opportunity could bring in major revenue as various nations launch projects and turn to Nvidia for help. Healthcare is also an area where Nvidia is making great progress. CEO Huang predicts overall, AI technology could make the biggest impact on the healthcare sector. At the company's GTC conference earlier this year, Huang highlighted that Nvidia is already present in various specialties, from imaging to gene sequencing and robotics. At the conference, Huang announced the launch of about 24 new services spanning the areas of imaging, speech recognition, and drug discovery. And in the recent earnings report, Nvidia said healthcare is on its way to becoming a multi-billion-dollar business for the company. All these future opportunities show us that Nvidia's revenue growth has much farther to go, with each of these business areas representing huge long-term growth. If you're keen to learn where Nvidia's stock price might go in 2027, check out this video where I offer a price prediction. Or if you want to find out how to pick more high growth stocks like Nvidia, watch this video here. See you there.